one of the things that was mentioned is we have a Women's Bill of Rights, which we co-wrote with the Independent Women's Voices. They're a right-leaning, conservative kind of group, women's group. They are a lot more moderate on some things. They don't take a position on most LGBT issues. They are very limited in their statements on like abortion, and they're really focused on kind of a libertarian, economic, conservative kind of thing. So we run into less issues working with them compared to some other groups, although as most people know, Wolf will, work with whoever we need to work with to be effective. And that's a controversial take at times, but it's been very effective for us to get the access and the resources that we need to be able to kind of do meaningful change. So we wrote this, and it basically addresses language at its core. It's not an expansive UK Equality Act type thing where there's a guarantee. It says this is what sex is, this is what woman is. It has a number of findings about the differences between men and women, and it endorses the need for single-sex spaces. So the idea is that we need to have these definitions in law. We can't have these bureaucrats and these crazy groups like the ACLU running around and saying that sex has always been gender identity, or you have ACLU attorneys saying that the concept of biological sex was invented to oppress trans people. That's what we're dealing with, the kind of sort of lunacy on that. So we were really hoping for bipartisan endorsement, and we think that actually there might be some possibility of that at the state level if it's introduced there. But it was introduced this week, just yesterday, or Thursday, as a resolution in the House of Representatives and in the Senate. It's got cross-partisan support from women's rights groups, including the U.S. Branch of Women's Declaration. It's very consistent with the Women's Declaration. And you can go to womensbillofrights.com and endorse that as well. And so it's a really big deal. I think, obviously, personally speaking, as what I consider myself a reasonable, left-leaning, usually Democrat person, I don't see any reason why a Democrat wouldn't support this, because it really just creates a level playing field for the policy that we're talking about and proceeding from there.